All right. Everybody's coming back from the break. Now is the time. I need to conduct interviews with as many people as I possibly can. I gave Phelan way too much information. Far more than I should have, I know. But I don't know. I don't think I trust him to conduct the investigation thoroughly. I really haven't been sleeping well lately. Every time I close my eyes, I just see him laying there bloody. And I keep having weird dreams. Either Ezra is dead or bits and pieces of children laughing and someone singing to me and someone, a man, crying. But I can never tell who. I suppose it doesn't matter.
Blonde hair, like and she hasn't been around. Sally.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. And yourselves?
Yay.
You just returned.
I stayed over the break.
Oh,
Nice.
I can't. Okay, no, I was gonna say welcome back, but I can't. What's the other way to say that? That's why we'll stay here.
Well, welcome back.
That was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Of course.
Have you had a good day?
It was fine. Mostly just watching over His Highness and doing work in his stead.
How's he feeling?
He's awake. He's moving about.
That's good news.
So he is on the road to recovery.
That's
Hey.
good.
Indeed, though Rosalind has kept him under, I guess, a more strict watch until tomorrow.
That's for the best.
Indeed, until he's fully steady on his feet.
Need lots of recovery time.
Of course.
I hope you have as well.
All is well. Though, now that people are coming back, I do need to start asking around about the incident itself. Indeed. Actually,
Unfortunate timing of the break.
it really was.
I hope you get to find answers soon then.
Of course.
How are you doing?
I admittedly have not been sleeping well.
Please get rest. Lots of rest.
I'm trying.
With everything that happened. But resting's also important. Can't get
Indeed.
answers if you're not rested well enough for them.
It's just difficult at this moment.
That's fair.
You know, we can't help that much, but let us know when you can help.
Of course. Well, I suppose a place to start would be letting me ask you a few questions. You were in attendance at the party, so
Sure.
just know that this is entirely voluntary and that you're free to leave at any point.
You want a private question? Okay.
I suppose.
I guess I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Meow meow.
Oh, I thought Lady Tavali was going to stay with us, but I suppose I'll talk to her later.
Yeah, I think it's like 1 by 1. I think it's 5 as.
Most likely. But regardless, I suppose my first question is, if you don't mind going through what you remember about the day of the party itself. I suppose where you were, when you arrived, if you noticed anything that was off.
Okay, so I ride with like a lot of people, but like Leo and Dante and I were slightly behind due to the fact that I think we were dealing with the shadow a little too much. So, but eventually we caught to the group just before I think Valentine, the prince, was giving his speech. We didn't see anyone else behind us or saw anyone with us. So um got there. We had technically the end of the speech at that point. We enter. We drop off our gifts. I know I went off to, I think it was Levy or to Valley to go to play guest Ezra.
I see.
Mostly just hanging out with a lot of people in the house. I went by the house, goof around, and then the whole presence. I think during when the start of the what's it called, the mystery, I guess. The game you guys set up.
The tragedy mystery, I suppose.
Tragedy mystery. I know a lot of us went to step away to go change. Came out. I know I didn't really join in because there was a lot of talking, and at the point where I was overwhelmed. So me and Mateo stayed back a lot, and we stayed inside the house. I think the only time we went technically outside was we heard an explosion, creeper shard at one point.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember where the source of that was for? Because I don't believe I ever got an answer.
No one found him. I don't think anyone saw it. Because we knew we saw Lucia left at one point. But I think she came back at some point.
I see.
We thought that was maybe her doing it. Even Tavali went to go look for a bit with us, but nothing. And now we're like, you know what, let's leave it to the vampires due to the fact that, like, it's your guys' area. We don't want to snoop in case we get towed off because we didn't want to do that. So we went back in, stay in the group. Mostly just hang around until the end of the game. And then I think at the very end, all the reveals and stuff, we went to change. And I think it was me, Mateo, and like Leo and all of them. We were left after we talked to you, the prince. And then we were out the wood notice board. Leo, me, Mateo, and Levy. We all waiting there, just chatting to ourselves, and that's when we saw your missive. We all ran and flew and to the vampire's wishroom to go to get back to you. And at that point, we were all running around trying to find you guys.
I see. You said you saw Luciella had walked off at some point.
But I don't remember if she ever came back or not. I think I know it's a lot of people leaving. I kept hearing the door open and but there was like, I think it was Finn, Dante, I think Leo at one point, and Felix standing next to the door. So there might be the best people that asked when people left.
I see. Thank you.
Sally, I don't think there's much. I know there was one point. Oh, technically, I know the headmaster and Daphne probably came in late. I remember that.
I do remember that as well, though, as far as I've been told, the present was placed before the party started.
Oh.
So, there's that.
Oh.
Before the party, you'd never been to the manor before. I see.
We might have been lost, me and Dante and Leo, trying to get there, so when we slightly behind you had the group.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I'll move on to the next question. In any recent memory, can you recall anybody expressing any negative opinions towards the prince?
Eyes Violet, I guess.
I see. And you don't recall anything else that was suspicious at the party?
What is Dante? And there he goes.
Dante is suspicious in general, though.
Oh, not sure. No, I just mentioned that he just walked by.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Other
Dante
than...
didn't join in, so I thought he wanted to join.
Dante didn't join in the mystery.
No, I don't think a lot of people did. Dante, Finn, maybe Phil, because they were all staying near the door. So
I see.
I know, like me and Mateo, we tried to join in a little bit by like waiting for the bus group to do stuff while we stay back a little bit because there was a lot of people around. We didn't want to intrude while we're still behind. So
I see.
I know there was a lot of us. It was placed before the party. Do you know if it's like the day of the party or prior?
It was the day of the party, I believe.
Okay, well, I know there was a big group of us waiting at the costume pot, like the whole costume group. It was you, me, the headmaster, Daphne and Felix was behind the group from the coming out from Royal Code class. Candace and Cassian step away for a bit because they were really tired of the helmet, so they had to step away to go take off the helmet. Believe Morel came. It was Morel in there. I can't. This is Lucia, Finn, and Katarina. So Katarina. I think that was all of us there. I'm not sure.
I do recall.
And Mateo.
I did step away briefly to tend to some other things, but... I see.
Do you have any ideas? Was there any like other clues left? Like the
As far
writing
as
and
I'm
stuff?
aware, the only person who's in possession of those clues is His Highness. The rest of it most likely got destroyed during the explosion.
I see. I know, I didn't get to check it out, the area. I know some people did, because I think it was underwater, I assume. Because when I got the location codes, I saw a redstone toys and a bunch of water, so I assumed it was underwater, so I did not touch it.
I see. I'm not sure about that. There was a watery part near the ravine, but...
Mm-hmm. I didn't. I know Pax and Lucia, and I know Felix, and I think Vespin by Countess.
Well, the Viscountess role is currently not in effect at the moment, but with Vezrin's return, I cannot say.
I see. I just continue calling her Lady Vespin in case then.
You likely should.
Okay. But yeah, I don't think. Yeah, as soon as you and the prince got carried away, she showed up looking for you. You both.
I see.
She was coming from the direction, I think. So she saw the she was with the others, I think, recently before coming over the
I
tree.
see. In any case, other than what you have heard, do you believe that there would be any motive that someone would have to hurt the prince?
Now I know. The only one I know that dislikes the prince is Violet. And the prince has a grudge. She told me, but I don't know about that. I just know she doesn't care like the prince present, and she every time he walks by and she's near me, she would just look like hide behind me or like stares as he walks by.
I see.
I don't think she wants to do anything with the prince now. I guess the best person to talk about that is we said, Lucia.
Is that a nickname
Sorry.
of hers?
Nah, it's not me as a name from the book series I read.
I see.
I've been reading more during the break. It's great. More free time.
That is good. It's enrichment. All right. Lastly, how does this incident make you feel about... Well, how do you feel about the incident, I suppose?
It's just off. I know there's... At first, if you... This is the first time, I guess, someone left something and that's exposed to the whole other court. Because I'm not sure you know that there was like a letter left at everyone's mailbox before our festival.
Indeed.
And there's nothing came to it. So the fact that I don't think this person is the same person, due to the fact that other person looks like they like to bluff, this person actually took action.
Right. I do remember briefly there was an attempt on the Crown Duchess, but it doesn't seem to be quite to the magnitude that it was His Highness.
Well, do you know how the shop is set up? Like, what was
I do not. The only thing I know is that there was redstone and pistons at the site.
It's a lot of redstone.
It was likely a redstone trap.
Well, I don't know with the Crown Duchess. You might have asked her how her shop was. If she also has pistons and things. Perhaps there's a connection between those. Again, I don't know. I heard that their courthouse for the Crown Duchess isn't finished yet. I know for our court, ours is not even finished, started at all yet, so.
I see. Well, that concludes my questions about the party, but I do have some follow-up questions for you.
Oh.
Do you remember the for immediate release document that was spread?
Yeah.
I did speak with Leonidas about it before, but did you have any knowledge of that document before it went public?
No.
I see.
From my understanding, I think it was just Cassian, Candace, and people back home.
I see. Lady Riley, you remember when we were at the barn for that adventuring club, right? Do you happen to remember anything off that Candace said?
I think like it should be sent out. I know all the documents, and I know at some point Cassian was even posting the immediate release on the board. I think as well.
So he was posting on the boards.
I think it was like after April 1st.
I see.
But I'm not sure if Candace was the one who dropped it off the mail. Maybe. At least I know Cassian put it up at least because he mentioned it to me, and unless he wasn't the one to put up, it should be weird. But I did mention it to Cassian about the weird timing, and he seems to not be aware of it. So I guess he was unaware of it while Candace wasn't. So perhaps it's a miscommunication.
I see. I see. Well, thank you. That is very insightful. I will say that as an advisor myself, I find it quite odd that Cassian would not inform his own populace about the document.
If he makes you feel better, I did tell him off about it, at least Cassian. He was willing to talk. He and I more talk about it and how I was, there's a, unlike with that, he did that to Atelier, so he realized his mistakes.
I see.
And then told us his reasoning, but for the whole document, so.
I see. Well,
hopefully this he learns. That's my hope. Everyone can approve.
Of course. I mean, he does preach quite frequently about democracy.
We have a shades way of running our court.
Well, I suppose it's not so much strange, but rather, I would just hope that High Chancellor Cassian practices what he preaches.
I'm sure he does a little bit in his own way. I think it's just everything going on.
Perhaps.
I haven't seen him around though. So, sorry.
No, it's fine. Regardless, I believe that was all I wanted to ask you. But thank you for your time.
Of course. How are you feeling? Are you sure you're okay? Do you need I don't have any things. I'm oh yeah. You know how I have those lollipops? Do you happen to have any like good quality of blood? I want to try to make it into a lollipop.
What kind of blood?
I don't know how a lot about blood.
Excellent.
I don't want to take all your magic, like, because I want to at least make 3 different
I
things.
have far too many. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
I mean, look in there.
Oh, wow.
Indeed, I have a lot.
I want to try to learn how to make more food for everyone. Because, the word code assignment task Friday was, like, really stressful a little bit. It makes me want to make, like, food that everyone can taste.
Well, that is quite admirable of you. I know it is quite difficult with our restrictive diet, but it's very appreciated.
As someone with also technically restricted diet, we gotta stand together.
Of
we
course.
got to together. I hope this after the break will be great for all of us.
Of course. It's very appreciated. Thank you.
Should we go look for Tali so you can ask her questions?
Yes. Though I'm not sure where she might have gone.
Oh. I found them. I found them.
Do you keep doing this?
What? It's not my fault you're being mean to Tali. That's like illegal.
No, I found it recently.
Turn. Your turn.
You found it recently? That's worse.
Hi.
Hello again.
Hello.
If you wouldn't mind just sitting over here.
Sure.
I do also wish to restate that this is voluntary information that you're giving me, and that you are free to leave at any point. All right. First question, if you wouldn't mind just going through your day on the day of the birthday and just going through the events through your point of view.
I remember we met up at a school for a while. We were talking like a lot about the costumes. We were waiting for the... I think it was you who grabbed us, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, we were waiting for you to grab us. I pretty much got up right before the party, so I didn't have anything that I did beforehand. Yeah, we all walked to the mansion. I know I lingered outside with Pixie and Luciala. Because Pixie didn't have the full gift, so she put something in my box and we put our stuff together to give to Princess
I see.
Yeah, and then we just went inside.
I see. After you went inside, you don't recall anything suspicious? Did you see anybody
No.
perhaps leave early or midway and then come back?
Not that I was paying attention to remember, to be honest.
I see.
Especially at the beginning, it was pretty normal, I think, to see people going in and out. And most of the time I was upstairs with the gifts until we went to guest Ezra.
I see.
And right after that we went back upstairs to the gifts, and Ezra eventually started the gift opening and then the murder mystery.
I see. In that case, do you happen to recall anything in recent memory where someone may have expressed dissent toward His Highness?
No, I don't think so.
No negative opinions of him or anything? Just nothing?
No, he's never really come up unless it was like in a talk with, like, about the whole, what's the book called? Let me see. The immediate release, right?
The immediate release?
Well, that was only with me talking with, Katerina and all of them about how it looked, and I think that she wanted to talk to Ezra, and she did talk to Ezra about it. Since it was specifically calling out Blackwood and Salmera.
Right, I do recall that. Actually, speaking of which, do you remember the adventuring club outing we had during April Fools? Do you happen to remember Kendra saying anything off about that book?
He just said that he knew about it being written and that he didn't know it was being released today, I think.
I see.
Like that day on April 1st, where it's like such a weird timing.
It's strange. I feel I remember him mentioning that it was meant to be sent to every court through the mail system.
Yeah, he did.
I see.
Which was like a wee bit weird that you guys just found it.
Indeed, I was made aware of it by my cousin.
I remember you mentioned that. Yes, I know ours was in Katarina's mailbox. But I think of her... No, I don't... Never mind. I don't know if it was... I'm mixing up that book and the Mr. Spale book.
Indeed, there's quite a lot of documents that's being
Yeah.
released. Well, in any case, side tangent aside, do you believe, other than anyone verbally saying it, do you believe that there would be somebody with a motive to hurt His Highness?
I can't think of anyone at the school. I mean, I guess there's just like the motive of being the head heir in the school. That's, I guess, competing for the crown, but...
Indeed, but that doesn't make a lot of
I don't
sense,
know.
does it?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to target the prince specifically, not like all of the head heirs then. So
Indeed,
I don't know.
but also a court that is usually either consistently in last place or second to last. Why not go for, say, Citraloon?
Oh, we actually had been talking about that. What was it? because we're having a kind of safety talk in our dorm as well. And we're speculating that, oh, maybe it's a thing of they're targeting the ones that are now in second or first. 'Cause I don't remember at which point Blackwood is right now, but I think it's second
I see.
or first. I don't remember.
I see. But even then, what would the strategy be there? To get rid of
Yeah,
the
that
minor
makes
competition
sense.
before moving upwards, perhaps?
Yes, it doesn't really make sense. It's just weird.
It is weird
I hope
all
no one
around.
would go to such lengths. It's like, it's supposed to be a friendly competition. Well, you know, not non-violent competition at least.
Right. I suppose last question then. Just in general, how does this incident make you feel?
I'm very sad for the prince and like worried for the safety in general.
I see.
Because I'd say we're in good, like, what's the word called? In a good relationship with Blackwood,
Right.
I guess. Yeah. Because I know Katarina and Ezra are friends. They're close.
I've noticed.
It's just upsetting.
I see.
Just the amount of harm someone's willing to go to.
Indeed, it's quite
Oh.
mind-boggling, at least to me. Regardless, your testimony helps quite a bit. If anything, it gives me a few directions to look in, at least.
If you need anything else, I'm always happy to help. In whatever way I can.
Of course. Thank you, Luntavali. I won't keep you
And
any
also,
longer.
you personally need anything. Oh, this whole thing has to be really difficult for you as well.
It has been, admittedly, but with His Highness out of commission, there's not much else I can do but press forward.
Of course. But still, if there's anything you need.
Well, unless you have some very effective sleeping medication, then not much else I can do.
I had an experimental one, but I don't think it worked that well, so I don't want to be risking that with you.
I see.
Have you seen?
Well, regardless, thank you.
Not too long ago.
Of course.
Oh, I see. So everybody else has returned.
Tali just came to us. We'd be like,
Oh.
hi!
Oh, what timing! Greetings. Hello, Lady
What?
Di Martino.
Hello,
Lady
Lady.
Barley.
Oh, the world. Oh,
The worst.
There we are.
Yes, the world. The world indeed.
Stick to that.
Apologies.
Not the pay
I had to pull Lady Tavalli away for a conversation, but actually, Lord Dante. Lord Dante.
Dante.
Dante?
What?
Has he been-
Sibling or sibling.
Oh,
I think he's gone.
is he in the shadow?
He may
Hi.
be.
I was looking at something.
Oh,
You
no,
don't see that?
Wait, see what?
Wait, see what?
That.
What?
That.
Are you just making us look?
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up.
I got all of you.
I knew what you were doing.
You should apologize to everyone here.
See, Dante, I
Go
knew
on,
what you were
apologize.
doing, and I was just trying to
Apologize
get
for telling
everyone to join.
Phelan.
Oh, it says gullible on the ceiling.
Yes,
Wait,
it does. Everybody looked. Oh!
Well, no, see, I knew what you were doing, so I just decided to join it.
Yes. Those who know.
Those who are
Apologize to
aware.
everyone, or I'm telling Phelan.
What is Phelan gonna do about it?
Why are you taking everything so
Lecture.
the way?
Dante is being mean.
In any case, Lord Dante, if you don't mind, I do need to speak with you.
Why?
I'm just conducting rudimentary interviews about the incident that happened. And there's a few other non sequiturs that I would like to bring up.
Oh, interrogation, very well.
It's not an interrogation since you're free to leave at any time. It would be an interrogation if you were detained. If you want, we may just sit here.
Okay.
Well, I do want to speak about the incident with you. You weren't participating in the general mystery, so you may have had more time to observe than others. Do you happen to remember anything suspicious that might have happened?
Not really. Besides what, the creeper shot, which I guess could have just acted like a distraction for the...
I see.
No, me and... Yeah, I was kind of just zoned out. That wasn't really... Not a...
I see. Well, in any case, do you recall anybody expressing dissent for, I suppose, His Highness before the incident took place?
Really?
Do you believe that there's some sort of motive other than public dissent that people might have to assassinate His Highness?
Unsure?
All right. Well, there's that part out of the way. I wanted to speak with you in particular about something else, actually. The immediate release document.
The fact that no one else knew of it?
Frankly, yes. I take it that you weren't aware either.
None of us were.
I see. Leonidas said as much, but I wanted to hear it from you. Regardless, it does seem odd, doesn't it?
I mean... Knowing the position he holds, I'm sure he can just do...
Indeed, though it's not quite like the democracy that he frequently preaches.
And frankly, what are we even gonna do about it?
Indeed. Not much we can do about it. Well, I suppose he is your High Chancellor, so good luck to you there.
Sly job. Interesting.
Not particularly meant for you. It more so just...
Oh, I know who you implied, but...
Would you hate it if I said I felt a little sorry for you?
I'm frankly indifferent with anything here.
I see.
Play games when Just stupid prizes, I suppose.
I suppose. Well, unless you have something else you wish to speak to me about, I suppose that's where my interview ends.
No, I really got nothing.
I see. In that case, we are done, I suppose.
Very
Oh
well.
my god. Excuse me.
Oh,
They've left, it
Yeah.
seems.
yeah, they went that way.
I see. Well, they're not here.
Probably outside or near the courtyard.
Do you know the High Chancellor well?
No.
No. And I suppose you couldn't tell me if this is usual for him.
Again, I don't really know anybody.
I suppose that's fair. It just baffles
Fair.
me as an
Or,
advisor.
or convenient.
Well, I only ask because as an advisor, I find it quite, I don't know, strange that someone, especially one that preaches so highly of democracy, wouldn't inform his populace of his decision-making.
I mean, if it's external, it's external. The only other person I could think who would have known would have been Canderous.
Right. Well, the only
As
thing
to their
is that
closeness and either one of them being off lost puppy.
I suppose so. Well, I suppose at least Cassian has a way of acting a lost puppy. Well,
They ran out that way. I don't know where they ran off to.
that is fair. That is fair.
Anybody else that you're looking for, or
Nobody in particular, just who was at the party. At the very least, I'm trying to conduct my own investigation. It's not
Yes,
that
well,
I do not trust the headmaster, it's simply that I want answers on my own terms.
very well. I wish you luck then.
Thank you. Well, I suppose if I can't find them, then I will be returning. God, of course I kept fucking burping. Ugh. Well, at the very least, what I do know from these conversations is that Cassian and Canderous are definitely hypocritical liars. The final nail in the coffin may be Professor Currupton. However, it seems that she has been quite inaccessible as of late. did they all go? I would have liked to talk to Felix and Luciala, but perhaps Levi too. I know that he stayed outside for the most part, but...
I was never here.
Oh, hello.
Ciela, I did not give you that idea, by the way.
Hi.
No.
Yes, very
Hello.
good.
I was just not
Welcome back,
irritation
Celica.
going. I was just not.
Voluntary interrogation.
It's not
Yeah,
an
your mom-
interrogation.
He wanted it.
Very sure. Did he walk away?
No, he gave me what I needed and he went off.
Yay.
However,
I
I
see.
suppose the interviews will have to continue. Which, it's an interview since you are free to leave. If it's an interrogation if you're detained.
Very sure.
But what about voluntary interrogation where they want to?
A voluntary interrogation is an interview.
Oh.
I mean,
Maybe
it could
that
apply
should
to
make
other
sense.
things, of course. I don't mean to be blunt, but a voluntary interrogation sounds quite fun.
I see.
Sounds like the same thing.
When I think of interviews, I think of like news reporters or like a job. Is it maybe a job? Is that a job now?
See, interviews, I think like more newspaper reports. I'm so sorry.
But-
sorry.
Jeez.
So sorry. I don't look where I walk.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
just wanders.
Makes sense. I was like, you don't have eyes behind your head.
No, you're just a wander.
Be
We
careful
should
up
go
there.
check. I will. We should go check on the horse. A horsey.
Horses.
The gangs.
Well,
Well,
Actually,
oh,
Lord
Felix.
Levi, you were outside for most of the party, correct?
Let me get out of this group.
Apologies.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yes. Right.
I did not necessarily mean to pull you into an interview, but if you're willing, I would like any voluntary information that I can get.
I would love to be willingly interrogated.
Again, it is not an interrogation, it is an interview.
Alright, then go ahead and interview me.
Well, firstly, if you wouldn't mind just going through the day in your point of view. Say when you woke up, when you arrived.
Well, I woke up, I got ready, I took the hair color potion to change my hair. I arrived at the section where everyone meets at the school, typically by the notice board outside, and we waited. We all went to the party. We were allowed into His Highness's house, and I wandered around for a bit, and just occasionally would chat with a couple of people. I didn't really see much out of the ordinary. Played the game he set up, and after a while it was a call for his presence, and then after that, that game began. To be honest though, I didn't really partake in the game. I sat out on the balcony most of the time for a bit of fresh air.
I see. I do remember that you mentioned the game was not pleasant for you.
let's just say on a normal circumstance, there was a bit too much red around the home. Brought up some memories.
I see. Apologies, but regardless, even when on the balcony, did you happen to notice anybody coming and going?
Let me think. I occasionally heard the Cambion brothers. I believe they were below the house or in a room nearby. I don't know how they could be below, but that's what the sound sounded like. They could have been outside underneath the balcony, or perhaps in the room next to me. It was hard to pinpoint. I did hear them speak, though. They weren't really speaking about anything particular, though, just the brotherly nonsense.
I see.
Let me see. Occasionally would hear Dante. I heard Finn at one point. I believe they were actively just talking and guarding the door. I think they were bored. Occasionally we'd hear some of the other players, such as Unitas, Pax, the whole crew going about the investigations. What else? Artoria was with me for most of it, keeping me company. At one point, I did leave the balcony to go sit further outside. Artoria left early. I noticed her walk behind me. She had a bit of a headache and went home early. Silas would occasionally walk by here or there. I believe he went off with Lady Roslyn at one point and returned, before the game began, that is. And what else? A couple people would occasionally open the door to the balcony I was on. A lot of times it was the Cambion brothers, particularly Candaris, I believe, wanting to talk to Artoria. But other than that, the most I heard was just a bunch of jabber throughout the other rooms, and again, it sounded like they were occasionally outside, but I wasn't quite sure.
I see. Do you happen to remember the creeper shard explosion?
The creeper shard? I did not know that's what caused that. But I did hear the explosion, yes. Just didn't know what it was from. I didn't hear any immediate panic, so I assumed it wasn't that big of a deal.
I see.
And then towards the night, I would come in, so I came back inside a little bit later and just relaxed in the parlor area as the game was about to wrap up, and then I went back outside for some fresh air, and then everybody started to leave, slowly but surely. I believe myself, Lady Sabrina, I believe, was with us. Finn and Felix, we all started heading back in that general direction, and we came back to the school. We were chatting about a little bit when, well, your public missive came through. And that's where everything else escalated.
I see. So it was yourself, Sabrina, Finn,
Leonidas,
Leonidas.
Finn, and Felix. I believe they were a bit farther back, or they might have been ahead of us. I do know that we all ended up back at the school somewhat relatively at the same time. I believe, actually, Finn might have left earlier. I know he was getting tired.
I see.
Of course, I will say this, my accounts might not be perfectly accurate.
I see. Then, in recent memory, can you recall anybody expressing dissent for His Highness?
Dissent? I don't think so. I mean, personally, I overhear things, but nothing of that sort. I've honestly heard nothing negative regarding the prince, minus a couple of strange comments about some of his strange behaviors from doing strange things, but nothing like bad. I didn't really hear anything negative about him, and on his birthday, no less. I believe I would have noticed if I heard somebody, well, simply put, saying terrible things about him on his birthday. That would have been an ear-turner.
Indeed.
But nothing of the sort.
Well, regardless of hearing any sort of negative dissent, do you possibly think that there could be a motive for harming him?
Besides being an heir? Head heir at that, I'm unsure if it is an internal conflict within the Bloodwind Corp that is going on that could lead you to some lines of investigation, or if other courts are into play here. Though I can be certain that I can vouch for Court Cerulean, since the Crown Duchess and most of our sea monsters were already left by then when the incident happened. I
Well,
believe
as
I might
far
have
as
been
we
the
are
only
aware-
sea monster around.
Indeed. As far as we are aware, though, the present that His Highness found was left before the party.
Left before?
Indeed. It seems that I had faulty information before, but it was left before the party.
I can confirm that the Duchess and Duke Silas were at the dorms getting ready, I believe. And, oh yes, Artoria did come late, but she was asleep for most of the day, still recovering from some things.
I recall.
So, yes. I believe that was all of us sea monsters who attended the party, actually. It was just the four of us. Oh, and, well, Paxton is Paxton. I don't think I need to go delve further into that.
I don't believe so either.
So, 5 of us. But, regardless, I can account for the fact that all 4 of us, and Paxton, well, I can't account for Pax, but honestly, it's Paxton, so.
Indeed, I
but-
don't believe he has a violent bone in his body.
Yes, you can scratch him off immediately. The others I can vouch that we were at the dorms since early morning, preparing for the party. Well, I believe Artoria was getting a bit of rest before coming in later.
I see. And lastly, I just want to get your general feelings on the incident. I suppose, how does it make you feel? Does it upset you? Does it...
It is difficult for me to express my emotions, so I will just state it plainly how I feel about it as best as I can. Personally, I don't like seeing people get hurt. I hate it. Seeing so many people end up in the medbay recently has been, honestly, a little bit irritating. Quite frankly, I would rather more end up that way. And whoever did this to your prince does indeed deserve justice.
I see. Thank you.
Of course.
Well, that ends my line of inquiry. Thank you for your time. This has been valuable.
Would you mind if I ask you a question, Lady Martina?
You may.
Do not take this question too much to heart or mind. I just want to get a general vibe from you. What are your thoughts on the High Chancellor Cassian Cambion?
The High Chancellor. Well, seeing as Corp Ledwin places high value on respect, I would find it a bit disrespectful to speak ill of somebody who is not here. However, as you can likely tell, what I have to say is not quite pleasant.
I see.
While I don't harbor any, I suppose, hatred towards him, he is... Well, you were at the assembly, were you not?
I was indeed, yes.
You saw how he treated me.
Indeed.
It's honestly quite infuriating. He often pretends like he has this superiority about him because he was voted in for being the child of the previous head chancellor. And yet he praises so much about democracy, yet He'll go off and make these big decisions without informing anybody about it in his court. You know, the people who are meant to aid him in his ascent to the throne. Perhaps
I'm
I've said too
glad.
much.
No, in fact, I think you have spoken my own thoughts aloud.
Well, it seems great minds do think alike.
Indeed. Personally, I'm just a bit a little irritated over the fact of recent incidences with his involvement in my court.
Oh, indeed. Like for immediate release.
Ugh, don't remind me.
Indeed. Well, I quite frankly have testimony now that nobody in his court has been informed of the document prior to its release, and that Candaris and Cassian are going around and lying about the fact that it was not meant for every court. Quite frankly, it is ridiculous how quickly they are able to go back on their words.
I don't understand. If it wasn't meant for every court, why was it addressed to every court?
Indeed. I suppose His Highness gave them the benefit of the doubt and said that the language was vague enough to imply possibly sending it out later, but the fact... In fact,
It was poorly written.
Indeed, His Highness even said that apparently it was spread by a malicious third party, according to Cassian. However, if nobody in the courts knew about it, who was the third party?
That is the question indeed. I am still trying to figure that out along with my Crown Duchess.
Well, who did the Crown Duchess inform about the document? She likely knew about it.
Unfortunately, she did not get the opportunity to inform none of us, since this was the decision she made when none of us were around.
I see.
Though she does understand the decision that happened, I just don't want her to be swept up in something that could potentially lead to something that is not beneficial.
I would have to agree.
If that makes sense.
I've informed her before that it's oftentimes the people that she needs to be more careful of who brandishes their sword for her and who intends to stab her in the back with it. Frankly, I'm not sure if Cassian Cambion is her best ally. Especially if he's more than willing to throw his own people into a civil war that he has no stakes in, that he could choose to abandon at any point in time.
Well, that is an entirely different matter within my own court that I don't wish to get into, since...
I do not expect you to.
What matters? I just simply... No, regardless of the benefits or not, if it harms my Duchess politically, then that is her own mistakes, and she must learn to live with them and learn from them. That is where something I cannot intervene. However...
Lady Blackwood?
Yeah?
Oh my god.
Hello, Professor. The others are coming. I just ran ahead.
I see. How are you?
I'm all right. I have just
You're
come
back.
back from Court Bloodwin.
You too. Okay. That's pretty nice.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was kind of taken there against my will.
Okay.
Can we go in a closed group for this?
Yes, I was about to suggest that.
I got it.
You were taken to court Bloodwin against your will.
That is correct.
What happened?
My grandmother was trying to pull me out of the school.
The book I gave you just now was left on the hill.
Interesting, considering the last I heard from her. Why did she want you removed?
Those blood-sucking bastards.
She was planning to
Leeches.
marry me off to a vampire noble of her choice.
I see. I assume that did not go true, considering you are here now.
I escaped.
Good.
She came here and took me off campus. I was building on the hill. So I will assume that she will come here again, either announced or unannounced.
Ideally, if she... The hill by the farm, correct? I was told that you were building nearby there. If you were speaking, you cannot be heard.
I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
The one by the hill, or by the farm, the hill.
Yes.
Interesting. She should not be able to access school grounds without written permission.
I don't know. I don't think it was her herself. I never saw them. They were hooded. But whoever it was brought me to her house in Court Baldwin.
I see. What can I do for you then?
I just wanted to inform you in case she decides to do it again or write to you about the matter.
Admittedly, the last she wrote to me was also about you finding a marriage partner within the school.
Of course it was.
I can assume, though, you most definitely do not want any part in that, correct?
That is correct.
I will take steps to prevent her or anyone else getting back onto school grounds. I cannot
Thank you, Headmaster.
promise for certain anywhere else, such as your kingdom building area, but I will speak to Professor Castiel and I'll ask if he's able to escort you when you do go there. And I'm sure Finn would be more than happy to be with you when you were building on the hill.
If I may add, what she did is technically a serious crime. The act of kidnapping directly goes against our, I suppose, respect to life law and respect to liberty. So at the very least, if she tries to set foot on our kingdom building grounds, I can guarantee that her or any of her cohorts will immediately be arrested.
It also goes against the general Sworn Concord laws.
Indeed. If anything, I can
Which
also
is
draft a
when-
court case against her.
Mhm. I'll be happy to support you on that if you bring it to the Sworn Concord.
Of course. Though, that will be with your consent, of course. You'd need to make a
Do you
decision.
think that would work against... I don't... I am her only living relative.
You're not her property. You are a living, breathing person. And for her to try to restrict that right and force her will onto you, it is a great disrespect. and it will be treated as such. In all my days, to believe that Bloodwind would commit to such an archaic way of life.
Regardless of what her intentions were, they were wrong. What she did is illegal, and if you wish, as Celica said, she will put towards a court case.
Yeah, I agree what she did was wrong. But before you move forward, can you just give me some time to process it?
Of course, you needn't make a decision now, but I'm just glad you're safe.
And if needed be, if you need a location away from the school that is safe, I have a plethora of other locations that I have well guarded if you need to be there.
Thank you, Headmaster. I do have a place in mind.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that I can do for you?
No, that is all. I just wanted to inform you of the matter.
Of course. If you need anything, my office is always open.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
No, you're very fine. It's not disruption at all.
Can I talk to you privately?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
I'll just meet y'all outside.
Okay.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing her back safe. But really, she whisked you away intending to marry you off.
Mm-hmm.
And you are aware that that is a very serious crime that she should be punished for.
I know.
I do want to give you time to process what happened. But it just makes my blood boil that she did that to you. I know the feeling all too well.
Bloodwind's laws on the value of life, do they only count towards vampires?
Well, considering that's a strange implication to make.
Sorry, was just curious.
Well, I suppose since Bloodwind's usually quite a closed society, I would assume so. At the very least, I believe the law was written with vampires in mind. Did something happen
No, just kick some guards behind.
I would hope that you didn't instigate the fight.
No, not at all.
No.
Actually, we were leaving, and they chased after us, and
They swung first.
you know,
I'm going to put them all in jail.
I don't know. From what we learned, they're pretty poorly paid and no healthcare.
Yeah, no healthcare, no dental, no pay. Well, not good pay.
Well, at least we don't need vision.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Kind of felt bad for them after a point, but also they're very annoying. So
They were really annoying.
they kept just. I mean, they were in Diamond.
They were in Diamond. It was pathetic, actually.
That is quite sad.
But at some point, I think they learned their lesson. They looked pretty bad when we left.
Yeah, I think at some point I just knocked two of them unconscious at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, you managed to get back, and I suppose the rest will have to be accounted for. Though I'm unsure how it will. At the very least, the Thord Concord will treat the trespassing, but at the very least, if we can prove that there was an act of goodwill, it shouldn't be too hard.
Well, I mean, we weren't there. I don't know what you're talking about.
I see.
Lady Blackwood got out all on her own.
Is that so?
It was really impressive.
Yeah, actually, we were literally at the doorstep pretty much, and she just walked out.
Seems we
It
have an
didn't give a
escape
problem
artist on our
afterwards.
hands.
Mm-hmm.
Professional.
In any case, you were all fine as well. Didn't get hurt.
I'm great.
Mm-hmm.
That is good. Well, I've heard from others that any more med bay
Don't
visits.
look at
and
me
it
like
would
that.
be-
What?
Nothing.
Are you
Just
slow
slowed
turning?
her. I don't know. I said I was fine, and she looked at me weird.
Where did she go?
I think the old blood took
the
her.
old blood. Yeah.
I only have some minor bruising.
I suppose I'll take minor bruising over knocked unconscious, concussed, broken ribs.
No, those are the other guys.
Don't. Why'd you look down?
Good to hear. His eyes are up there, Lady Sabrina.
No, you know what I'm looking at.
I don't know what you're looking at.
You're such a liar.
As men tend to be.
Preach! Preach!
I'm just wearing a nice purple shirt. I don't know what I did.
I frankly don't know either. In any case, did you just arrive back now?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I see. You were able to find it all right with the directions?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In any case, it may be best to take up any offers from the headmaster if you wish to hide anywhere. There's also multiple places in Kingdom Building that we could possibly speak about.
I do have a place that's safe and secure, away from the school.
All right, then. I would recommend you stay there for as long as you possibly can, at the very least until we can get this resolved.
What?
I'm sorry, I was going to give you a hug. We're under a bridge.
Oh,
I'm glad you're okay. You didn't get hurt, did you? Okay. You gave me quite a shock when I saw you running down the hall.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just glad you're safe. I promise you that no one will hurt you here. I won't let them. Regardless, do think on it, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
You can take your time to process, and then if you decide to pursue any charges, then I'll be sure to lead the charge.
Okay.
Of course.
Can we move somewhere else?
Yes, we should.
Sure.
I don't know where to go. I just didn't want to be by his office.
That is fair.
At least you're out of the sun.
All right, is Lady Cinnamon your cat?
Yes, she is.
She's by the teacher's portraits. Did you leave her there?
I'm aware. She does what she wants.
I see.
How many? Who all knows?
That you were gone. Well, There's you four, myself. I had to inform Lady Rosalind and Lady Veswin, if only to get the address for your grandmother's house.
Oh, that makes sense. I
That
was
is
wondering how Sabrina would remember how to get there.
I had no idea.
Indeed, I did hear from Lady Lady Rosalind that she had tea with your grandmother sometimes. So
Yes,
I figured it would be the best way.
Yeah, my grandmother would invite over other ladies of other houses to socialize me with certain people. But
I see. Other than that, no, shouldn't be anybody.
Matias was in the group whenever we were going over stuff.
Right. Well, regardless, all of them were sworn to secrecy regardless. They won't be saying anything to anyone.
Literally the only other person that found out was the headmaster. And that was just today.
so His Highness.
His Highness was not... well...
I know.
Indisposed.
They told me that part. But he still does not know. Is he?
As far as I am aware, no.
Yeah, how is he?
He's awake and moving around. He should recover.
Okay. Perfect.
Indeed. We are fortunate. Regardless, I've had to conduct multiple interviews, and I'm going to have to continue to figure out more about the incident, but frankly, at this moment, this takes precedence for me.
So are you doing good cop, bad cop, or?
Attempting to be good cop, but have had no reason to be bad cop.
I got you.
It may have to happen eventually, but... well, perhaps I will become bad cop if someone needs to hold me back from hurting someone.
I should have been there.
Don't beat yourself up over it.
I already said there's nothing you could have done.
If anything, the blame should be on me. I was the only one with him. I could have stayed at the hall. I could have...
But I'm a knight. I'm supposed to. I was...
Oh my god.
Hi.
Hello.
My heart stopped.
Have you done Tyler's taking my brother? Yeah, can I go with my brother? Say hi.
Hello.
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 Yeah, of course.
Did I come in a bad time?
No.
No, it's okay.
You're fine.
You can... yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, alright.
But regardless, it's not your fault. I was the one there. I should have been the one to do something.
I'm a knight. That's what I'm supposed to do. And I had a feeling that something would happen. he kept running away from me, and I can't protect someone who keeps running away from me, but I was persistent. And then the moment I'm gone, of course something happens.
It's not on you, though.
You can
didn't
never
set the
predict
trap.
that sort of thing.
You didn't set the trap. You weren't the one who did all of
But
this.
it's my job to prevent something like that, right?
And it's my job too. And it still happened. We can't stop everything. And we can't protect everyone. You were doing the best you could to survive. You shouldn't blame yourself for that.
Do you have a lead?
A lead? I do.
No.
Investigation.
A lead into. Do you have a suspect?
Well, from the few interviews that I have conducted... Apologies. Okay. From the few interviews that I have conducted, the only names that have stood out so far were Violet and the Cambion brothers. However, like I said, I still have more interviews to conduct. Unfortunately, it seems that not many of the witnesses were actually very observant to the goings-on, considering there was a murder mystery happening.
Oh, right.
Hey,
Oh my
have you
God.
seen Matias around here?
Why are you yelling?
Is
None of your business right now, Finn. Have you
He's-
seen him around here?
Excuse me?
somewhere?
He's over
I don't want to hear it.
there.
What?
Matias.
Right.
Matias,
I'm
can
sure
you
drink the
understand
blood.
me?
just drink the blood that the
What?
We're not sure.
Matias.
Riley had to use some blood. Perhaps you should drink it.
it's magical blood from the Celica.
It's very good.
You got it yourself.
Matias?
You can trust her.
Matias,
Should we?
friends are surrounding you right now. Can you hear us?
Matias? Help.
Perhaps
What
you
do
should
you
take him
need
back
me
to
to
the
do?
dorms.
Medbay.
Medbay is useless.
Not go to the med bay.
Do you want to get carried, or do you want to?
What do you need from me?
It's taking over.
taking over.
I could grab
Claws.
him and fly him away from the school. If it's a matter of
Matias?
control, I can get you away from the school if that's what you need.
Yes,
do it.
let's take him to
Yeah.
the
It's
dorm.
raining.
I can fly fast.
Well, so can we, and it's raining.
It's fine.
I can take you.
Yes, please. I can't say quite how, but I believe I can help a little in this situation.
I see. I can't say that I'm exactly sure what's going on, but
I'm not quite sure, but if it's what I suspect, then be careful.
right. Did they come in? You may come in. Oh, they're on the
Suspect so.
roof.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, of course.
Apologies.
It's fine. I didn't know.
Injured.
Thank you.
Matias?
Sorry, I know that I can fly faster than vampires.
It's fine. What is going
Would
on?
you allow me?
Go ahead.
Matias, can you look at me? Look me in the eyes, please. Good. Something you're telling me is taking over you, correct? Does it feel as if it's clawing its way into you? Wants you to do bad things, right? You don't want to do bad things, though, right? Good person, Matias. Because of that, you will fight this. You don't wish your friends to come to harm. There. That's it. Good. Breathe. And calm yourself. Stable your mind.
Sorry.
Are you alright? What was
I don't
that?
know what happened. Why are we on the roof?
You were asking for help. We just took you here.
Sun is rising. Not sure if the rain will stop, but
Let us get inside and out of the rain.
Right. Can you walk?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be fine. Do not worry about me.
mm-hmm. And also,
Are they?
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, what's good?
are your eyes darker than normal?
They are, aren't they?
They used to be gold. Now they're kind of more of a brown.
I'm not sure what's going on.
It seems like that bruise never fully healed. What happened to you?
I think it has something to do with whatever happened with Aqua.
With the Crown Duchess?
Yes.
See.
I see.
Well, Ren and I will be parting ways.
Of course.
You
We should
okay?
go inside.
I hope you feel
Hermes.
better.
Leonidas Hermes is still in the med bay waiting for you, by the way.
I'm aware. I stop by there occasionally. Over the break.
He's quite a complainer, especially to me. Well, would you permit me to speak with you both, too?
Of course. We should go inside.
Indeed.
Sorry.
I assume Lady Blackwood is with Finn?
Yeah.
Okay, she should be fine then. What exactly happened?
Matias, you said you don't remember how you got on the roof, right?
I don't remember anything before that either.
What is the first thing you can recall?
I went to bed in my coffin. That was the last thing I did.
How were you feeling before you fell asleep?
I was feeling normal. Nothing really bad has been going on lately. Well, other than the prince.
Right, that situation. I imagine that situation was definitely a shock and for you.
Indeed.
How couldn't it be?
So it's hard not to feel frustrated.
Yeah.
Did you have thoughts like that before you went to sleep?
Just to myself.
See, Matthias, would you consider yourself a overly expressive person?
I guess if yeah.
Permit me to ask, but if do you let your emotions get to you sometimes?
I try not to.
And how do you try not to?
Well, in court blood, when we always have to put on a brave face around here.
A brave face. Do you have any other ways, say, if you were in a situation that could cause stress, to keep calm?
Meditating.
That's a good one. Anything else?
That's what I've been doing lately.
I see. You said you don't remember anything after you fell asleep, so...
No.
The people you ran into that you probably don't remember running into, myself included, are all fine.
I'm sorry if I startled anyone.
People are just worried for you.
Indeed. I've never seen you like that. You looked like you were in pain.
Usually does take a mental toll on me.
I see. You said that you think it relates to what happened with the Duchess.
Not, I think I know.
I see. So this hadn't happened before?
I'd rather not say publicly.
I see.
How long has this been going on in your life?
Three months before the school started.
Definitely, but is there anything that happened 3 months before school started that was significant?
A traumatic experience. But it's just now recently been getting bad.
I see. You said the only method you tried is meditation?
Yes.
Well, meditation is a good method. You make sure to use other methods besides meditation. While it can calm the mind, being in one's mind for too long can make one spiral.
I'm always in my mind.
Even around others.
Pretty much.
What do you think around others?
Just about putting others in danger with my presence.
It scares you, right?
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is hurt someone. So you focus on making sure you shove it down deep and repeat to yourself over and over, I don't want to hurt anyone. I will not hurt anyone.
You read me a little bit too well.
Perhaps I'm simply looking in on you. It's been lonely, hasn't it?
I have Rose and Beswin.
Do they know?
Yes.
Have they experienced it?
No.
then I will restate. It's hard, even with those who know. I'm sorry to spring all of these questions and things upon you. Forgive me if I've overwhelmed you.
It's right. I get what you're trying to do.
Without going into too much, I understand a lot more about this than you probably know, Matias, even if I don't have the full picture. So, if you're looking for somebody who shares a similar situation, you're welcome to come find me and ask a couple questions.
I appreciate it.
Of course. And, well, I did say earlier that it does feel lonely. Having your friends and others around you definitely does help a lot.
We are here for you, you know.
I don't want to put the burden on others.
But if you don't share your burden, then you'll have to carry the weight on your own.
I've been doing that my whole life anyway.
For something of this magnitude, you shouldn't have to.
You're right.
When you were in that state, you were asking for help. You have help. I want to do what I can to help you.
It's a big ask.
But one I'm willing to take.
Thank you.
Of course. Everyone here knows, but I've asked for a lot myself. So taking this on, this would be nothing.
I'm sure you have enough on your plate already.
I can always add another.
Need I remind you that you two aren't the only ones that are alone? One may have a burden they bear silently, but sometimes they don't realize that others share similar burdens. It helps to share. Even if you cannot help said burden at the time, getting it off your chest or having an ear can go a long way. Having somebody to watch your back is always a comfort. I should not overstay my welcome in your lovely decorated dormitory. I haven't been in here. This is quite lovely.
Right.
My offer stands, Matias, if you wish to ever have a private conversation with me, and I promise I will not repeat whatever happened tonight if you do not wish me to. I imagine you don't.
Not really.
Of course. I hope you don't repeat what I've said around you tonight either.
I will not.
I will say this. I understand you. Because, for one, I truly am a sea monster. If you catch my drift. Have a good night.
What is he talking about?
Assuming those are your words.
You have such a way with words.
Thank you. Someone needs to quote that. God damn it.
No one understands our slang.
I suppose not. Regardless, you're not alone, Matias.
Don't lose those points.
You
I'll be
did
back.
this to yourself. Good luck.
I do know what's going on with me. I just have been told in the past not to trust sea monsters.
Sea monsters specifically.
Yes.
I can't say that I know why, but we'll figure it out. Something. Like I said, I've asked a lot already from many people. I suppose you understand.
Yes.
Then it shouldn't be a problem that I decide to help you.
That was the marking I saw from...
Yes. It's a curse. A branding that keeps me obedient. But believe me when I say that it is a curse. And I wish for you to have your freedom. And if me helping you can attain that, then I'll do it.
Whatever is going on with me has happened to other vampires in the past, and they all never succeeded in fighting the beast side of them. So it's just been a waiting game for me.
In 300 years, my family line has never broken our curse, but I'm still trying. You feel as though us trying to help you will be a burden to us, but it's not a burden if we are willing to help. If we want to make sure that you are okay. You are not a burden, Matias. Oh, Lady Sabrina.
Thank you, nonetheless. I'm worried of how many people know about what's going on with me, 'cause I'd probably get expelled or executed or something like that.
At the very least, the people who found you today are empathetic of your condition. I don't expect that this will be spread too far. Then again, you never know. Is a condition like this execution-worthy, truly?
When you put head heir's life in danger, yeah. Or an heir, in general.
Right.
Or even hurting a teacher.
Regardless, we are going to figure out what is wrong with you.
I've been told I need a buddy system.
I see.
Because of this.
To make sure that nothing goes awry.
Yeah. Or if I try to hurt anyone.
Did it come out because you were left alone?
I thought it was fine going to bed. I didn't realize I'd be sleepwalking.
Oh.
Or it just takes over at night, I don't know.
Do you know, I suppose, what it is that that form wants?
No, but this book has a lot of details on everything. It's a long read.
I can see. So it seems that it is essentially a deep hunger.
Yeah, something like that. Which is weird, because I don't get hungry that often.
The book did mention that there was a court lady who often didn't need to feed during the day.
Maybe I'm having something similar.
Perhaps. Is it genetic?
I never saw anything like this in my mom.
What of your father?
I don't know my father.
I see. So it's simply something that can just happen one day.
Birth defect? I don't know.
I see.
Some type of illness, possibly.
And it becomes onset at night. Like a true vampire. But you say it became an onset due to a traumatic incident.
Yes, that's when it first came out. It's been growing ever since.
Unfortunately, all I can do is speculate at this time.
That's what I've been doing as well.
Would you mind if I made a copy of that book?
Sure.
At the very least, it's worth studying. You're right, it is a long read. I'll research into it later.
I appreciate it. Please don't tell anyone that you know anything.
I was not planning on it. If anything, if this information spreads, it could put you in danger.
Bruce doesn't... It's supposed to be tight-knit.
I understand.
Thank you.
Do you need me to stay with you?
I would try to retire again, but I don't know how well that's going to work out.
I would suggest tying you to the bed, but I fear that that would be inappropriate.
Maybe I can try sleeping upside down in bat form.
Perhaps. Lock the door and the windows, maybe? Make it harder to leave.
Well, apparently I broke through a wall with my bare hands, so I don't know. Are you retiring?
Yes, likely.
Can I?
That's fine.
be up here.
All right. Sleep well, Matias.
You as well.